Hi, Goddess Nesca here on Truckle Man. We are reacting to...
YouTuber arrested for threatening 911 for prank.
Huh. So they were... How does that work? What
live as he keeps on getting arrested for calling up government officials and threatening them for his own content.
Just so you know, I'm willing to drive down there.
Oh, so he's basically Johnny Somalying the government.
And that won't end well for you.
Fun.
Not reading that one out loud.
Come in there and beat y'all's asses. Yo, do you understand that? Do you understand that you aren't safe? That you aren't safe to disrespect me at this level?
Well, that was a public defender attorney's office, and you would think it can't get much worse than that. But it's all downhill from here.
I need to be out there killing children in your name. I need to be children alive to force an investigation.
Right.
What? No, seriously, what did he even say? I just heard children a bunch times and the word force.
He's threatening the person's children.
Normally, we don't hit rock bottom this early in the video, but here we are. So the last call you just heard, that was to a 911 emergency line. No wonder he got arrested 2 days after that video was published, but we'll dive into that later. So meet Colton Wood, a YouTuber known as Dr. Canis, who claims to fight for service dog rights on social media. However, it's on his second
Fights for service dog rights.
For right for people to take service dogs and
what does he mean by that?
I guess so people can have service dogs in areas. I think that's what they mean.
Okay, the way it was said, it was weird.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Channel named The Hard Tard that Colton publishes videos that we just saw. In his words, he describes his second channel as a place to where he puts extreme content. He also calls himself a civil rights activist who fights for the rights of those who can't stand up for themselves. I don't know if the content we just watched would count as being a civil rights activist, but okay then. But today's video is another episode of essentially watching the trash take itself out, as it's safe to say this guy is an excellent example of that type. Essentially, he just goes around and harasses people for content, and he also got arrested for assault and battery at least 5 times in the last...
He's age 39?
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
Few years making this kind of content. It's like many of the other creators that we cover, his own worst enemy is himself, as he either live streams or films and uploads his own crimes. So he is the one who posts most of the evidence against himself online. It's almost like he's on an active mission to destroy his own life for basically zero upside, including private moments that most people would really not consider to post in a video. Like,
so these people, the reason they do this stuff must be for attention, right? That's the only thing I can think of, because obviously they're not making money.
No.
So this is just all attention based.
Bro
Yeah, I'm not surprised at the end of this video they say he got sent to prison. That's my prediction.
This clip, a cop shows up to his house and then he just randomly decides to shower.
Yeah, but you all resorted to criminal actions before you got here. They doxed me.
He sounds like a douchebag.
Yeah.
They doxed me. I can't trust you. They doxed me. This is critical. I drank this much water. 1/3 of a gallon in 20 minutes.
What?
I don't want to hear this guy peeing.
Yeah, that camera was just rolling for about 2 minutes and he just left it in the video. I guess he just doesn't know how to edit and just sends the footage as is. But again, he refers to himself as a civil rights activist. However, calling him that just isn't the right thing to do, because if you watch his content, nothing in it has
Do he have clothes on?
anything to do with really being a civil rights activist. The dude quite literally does the opposite. His channel has more than 1,000 uploaded videos, and many of them, all we see is Colton threatening people, not only government agents or government officials, but
random
citizens, everyday people, both by the phone and in person. And I guess he's kind of become a meme on Reddit, as most people call him a First Amendment auditor over there, which I guess is a person who records their interactions with the government employees and officials in public spaces as part of a social movement that aims to protect the right to record and photograph in public. So basically, they enter public spaces with cameras.
Oh, I hope it doesn't. It shouldn't, because this is on YouTube.
Yeah.
It should not. I think we're safe there.
Yeah, Cozy's big enough that he would get in trouble if he did
And
that.
start
He
filming
should be
without
already in
identifying
trouble for the
themselves,
shit that he's
asking random
doing.
people questions, just
No,
trying to
Cozy.
provoke something. And then, of
Alright.
course, when the police show up, they film everything. In theory, they do this to test to see if the government respects the First Amendment rights of the public. But in reality, most of them are just harassing the police and citizens for a paycheck at the end of the day. For example, there's a
course.
video where he's in front of someone's home with his motorcycle and a bunch of other stuff. So the homeowner then comes out and asks, hey, can you move your stuff and the motorcycle a little bit back? Because apparently he was disturbing her.
Oh,
Respect where you park your vehicle.
You okay, Mom?
You won't have your.
oh, you know her?
This is my mother. What's up, bro?
She's telling me I can't park here.
Listen to me. Listen
'Cause I don't
to me.
like live in the
I'm the
right
head of the
area or
household
something.
here. I'm the head of the household.
I'm not in your house. I'm on public sidewalk.
But you got to move your motorcycle back and give courtesy of the person who
Sure.
live here. Now, if you don't want to give courtesy to me, then I call the Orange County Sheriff.
Oh, so it's like a private property thing, I'm guessing.
Probably you're blocking it, or it was, I don't know the whole story. I'm not sure if she's in the right or the wrong. I don't know the whole detail.
I have it moved.
Okay, you go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead and
He's
call the
just being a
sheriff's
dick
department.
about it.
Any normal human just doesn't want that much confrontation, so normally you would just say, oh, my bad, move the bike up the street and avoid a situation. Instead, this is content for him. And obviously, he knows he's in the legal right, so the first thing he does is call the police.
Also, respect to me. You can't come.
Oh, so even if it's like the smallest thing, he's gonna try to build it up to make a grand gesture of drama.
A mountain of a molehill.
Mountain of a molehill.
over here talking to say anything to me because you don't live here. All I ask you to do is move your motorcycle back. So if we got a problem, if you got a problem with me, then I got a problem with you. I only ask you now to move your motorcycle back. I live here. So if you don't want to move back and you live down the street and you causing me problem, I'll call the Orange County Sheriff.
I'm calling him right now. Too late.
You having to come?
Yeah, hello? I got someone harassing me about my parking. They're claiming they like own the street parking.
What a waste of police resources. And this frequently happens in his videos. He does things to upset people, then calls the cops on them for content because he knows technically he's in the legal right to do so. And a lot of times the police show up and just tell the people arguing to distance themselves from each other and nothing really happens. It's just a massive
So that's basically just a waste of police resources.
Yeah, and waste of time, but he's making content out of it.
Of course.
waste of time for everyone involved. Like the ongoing theme with this guy is no matter what, he's going to waste a first responder's time. But in this case, we can see that the 911 operator is so familiar with him that she put together who was calling them even when he refused to identify himself.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
my
still out here on the
goodness!
street.
Okay, that's hilarious. He does this shit so much, the 911 operator fucking recognizes his voice.
Like, they recognize him, like, oh fuck, what does he want now?
Oh, you better be careful. One of these days he's going to be the boy who cried wolf, and something he's going to actually need the police for, they're not going to come.
Let me try to get this.
Is your name Kelly?
Nope. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I get this. Oh. He went around the corner. Okay, the dude that threatened me ran.
Let me get your name.
Not only I'll tell the cops when they get here.
Are you gonna wait there for them?
Of course I'm gonna wait here. The man just threatened me and I'm pressing charges for criminal threats. The woman just said she's running me out the neighborhood.
You're Colton.
Don't you saying my name in front of these people.
Again, I love how the dispatcher recognized him by his voice and then could tell right away who she was dealing with. But things just get so much more bizarre because for a while in some of these videos, it seems like he was actually homeless. Not for a lack of resources, but as an option because in his words, if you got an apartment, the police would come and arrest him. And then according to him, he would then
What?
What?
This guy's crazy.
lose everything. But at the same time, he has a Suzuki Katana. So it's not like he's rocking around on some low-end bike. And he also claimed many times before that he had more than 100 grand in the bank account. It's not like this dude is a really reliable source. So Who really knows? But either way, the guy would rather just get in trouble for harassing strangers for his YouTube content rather than just finding a place to call home. But eventually, it did seem like he did find a place to stay. And now he finally has an address, at least for now. And the reason I say at least for now is his new victim is his own landlord. We'll see how that goes. Because now he's calling the cops on his landlord for his YouTube content. This time, he's claiming that the landlord has vandalized his window. So yeah, I'm not...
What?
What?
The landlord vandalized a window.
That the landlord technically owned and has to pay to fix.
Wow. He's just digging for straws at this point.
He's my hero. No, he's not.
Don't look up to this man.
Not sure how long this landlord would want to put up with this guy.
Yeah, 2 problems. My landlord has vandalized my window, and 2, I think I'm suffering from heat stroke. I can't get it calmed.
What the I'm suffering from heat stroke. I'm calling the cops on my heat stroke.
Down. I don't feel safe.
What is your address? What is your callback number? Is it the number?
The one you have on your call ID. I know you all are capable of doxing me whenever I call you from the wrong number when I don't call you from my public line, so...
Hello, I'm just confirming that it's the number.
Well, that's partially doxing me, and I said yes.
This poor woman. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad for her having to deal with this dumbass.
She was trying to help, but when the medical assistants finally arrived to the house right after the call, Colton quickly just dismissed them.
Yeah, but you all resorted to criminal actions before you...
By the way, I wonder in this county he has to pay for ambulance rides.
Oh, that's a good question.
Or for him to show up.
Ooh.
I know where we live, part of our taxes, we don't have to pay for ambulance rides in our city, so...
Got here, they doxed me. They doxed me. I can't trust you. They doxed me.
Poor guy.
What the fuck?
Look at this guy. Look at his face. Like, what the...
They came here for your heat stroke, and now you're like, oh, they doxed me. Maybe they should be here for more of your mental problems.
They read my phone number out loud in the video. They doxed me. It's going live on YouTube right now.
Are you filming us right now?
Yes, I'm filming. You just came here from a group that doxed me.
Sorry, woman. I didn't mean by that. But yeah, look at this guy's face, too. He's like, what
crying against me.
You don't want to see it? You think you're being doxed. I don't know what that means, but...
All right, we'll go.
They doxed me so I don't get medical treatment.
Oh, they doxed me so I don't get medical treatment now.
You need to work out. You probably don't have a heat problem.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have any problem at all, except for being crazy.
Dude, you are doxing yourself. They are simply just doing their job. You're the one who's choosing to film and upload this. Again, what a massive waste of emergency resources.
You don't want me to help?
I don't have that option right now. I don't feel safe.
Okay.
The
Is there anything
fuck?
we can do for you?
Stop doxing people. It's illegal. It's rude. Now,
How are they doxing you? You're doxing yourself. You're the dumb fook that's recording your own place. Oh my
And you
goodness.
called 911. That's the whole point of this.
This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy.
Can they? I know in California they have a 5150 where they can actually put you in a psych ward for like 48 hours. That's what they need to do with him.
Yeah.
I'm scared over here.
Shut your.
Exactly.
Okay. Can I ask you a couple questions before we leave?
I don't think I should answer any questions without my lawyer present.
Oh, it's nothing legality-wise. Just need to know your name
Either way, I don't.
and what
He's
city
not a cop.
Wow.
He's an EMT. He's not a cop.
you live in.
Do you see, personally identifying information is something I don't feel like volunteering at this time. I'm afraid it could add to the docs and give something to
Holy
associate
poor
with the
guys.
phone number.
Does he realize that he called them? I guess so, because after they leave, he immediately uploads this first video we saw of him calling them and starts laughing and bragging about pissing the 911 operator off.
No!
Okay. I'm starting to piece together now. He's not stupid or crazy. He's just an asshole.
Yep.
That's what this is. He's not stupid or crazy. He's just an asshole. Like Johnny Somali. We found another one. Oh my god, it's becoming an epidemic. Someone bring out Warhammer. We need the flamethrower.
We need a heavy flamer.
We need to flame him.
Quit doxing! Quit doxing! Quit doxing!
Are you okay?
No, he's not okay.
How's he got 1 like on this video? He probably no, he didn't like it himself. Who fucking put a like on this video?
I got it. I got it. I pissed her off.
Yep, he's
What
Johnny
a
Somali
great guy.
again.
This is some fascinating content here. But one thing I haven't mentioned about this guy's videos yet is he often gets himself into trouble regarding his so-called stalkers. And that's not something recent, since this has really been a recurring thing on his channel
shut
for a
down.
long time now.
Yep.
And even though a lot of them aren't necessarily real, his stalking issue is also not entirely fake. I mean, he often exaggerates a lot when he's telling his stories, so it's not like he's the most reliable narrator, but at the same time, there are real people who keep targeting him, sending him messages and voicemails and texts, because unfortunately for him, the kind of content he makes attracts trolls, and then obviously, this guy is engaging with it and essentially giving them the reaction they want because he's posting it in his videos.
Who is this? Hello?
Golden?
No one addresses me as such. Who is this? It's Mr. Wood.
You're golden. That's
Mr.
your
Wood.
name, Golden. You're
Mr.
golden.
Wood.
No, you're golden. You're
You're a
golden.
pig. You're a bootlicking.
You're always gonna
bootlicking.
So as usual, Colton decided to call 911. But it seems like because
Okay.
Did you
He
get like a-
purposefully attracts trolls to him. He engages with the trolls. He knows what he's doing there, and then he calls the cops. He Chris Chan's the trolls.
They went there to suck his baby. Hello, you joined us at a fun.
Hello. Drake. I'm never gonna say anyone's name correctly unless it's just
they didn't
basic.
immediately help remove these phone stalkers, he started threatening the operator with some of the most horrific threats, which unfortunately I can't show here on this channel.
I need to be out there killing children in your name. I need to be children alive to force an investigation.
Obviously, I could only show a small snippet there,
crashing out.
heavily censored,
The
but he was
drama.
arrested 2 days after posting that video for contempt of court, disobeying court orders, process, threats of violence, and use of 911 emergency line with the intent to
There you
harass. However,
He does know they also record 911 calls, right?
I don't know. I don't know what this guy. I don't know what he knows and what he doesn't know. All I know is
this
he's
guy
an
didn't even
asshole.
spend a week in jail as he posted bond the literal next day, and then continued to post these fascinating videos, to put it lightly.
Just for the record, y'all forget I'm hood rich. You forget.
Hood rich? What the fuck?
So he had the money for his bond.
Damn, that crazy. On Warhammer, yes.
Yeah.
You forget. So, yeah, that's gonna cause society some problems, but
What the fuck?
Right. I think it's just inevitable this guy will just continue to waste the time of everyone who is unfortunate enough to have to interact with him, all for the sake of posting his extremely unhinged videos. Because at this point, I don't think he'll change. It's safe to say that social media attention can attract some of the worst characters out there. But
There you
without
go.
further ado, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video.
Just like with that lady too. Ironic. Well, thank you for joining us. Bye.